I think one of the worries with all the riots in the UK at the moment is that there seems to be a really big divide occurring between the people who are rioting and the people who are cleaning up after the riots. Like, there's the people who are doing these things and the people who are doing perhaps the
I love this one game.
Perhaps the opposite.
I love this one game.
Yes, I know.
What's it called?
Corin Flipper.
So can I play with it? I love to play with it. I'll get out.
Because it forms a divide in the society between the people who are doing what are considered bad things, and breaking things and things like that.
Why are you talking to the Peter? Hello, I'm Della. Now I'm 4.
Yes, I know you're 4.
Yeah.
You want to play a game?
Yeah.
I'm also worried a little bit about the immediate effect on small economy, like small shops or things that have been destroyed by riots and things like that will be deeply affected, but also because of the stealing and looting and things like that have gone on during the riots, that's going to have a big effect. I mean, if a few people steal, then that's just sort of normal and easy to avoid. But if a mass of people all at the same time steal, then those items probably go down in value first of all. Like, if you try and sell that, then there's less people buying it because they've already stolen it. So not only have the small businesses lost merchandise, but people who would be buying things have not bought something. So you've lost consumers and you've lost merchandise at the same time by having people steal, which is quite bad, really. I don't know if that makes sense to people, but it does to me. If I was thinking, that's what I was thinking. Not only have those select shops been destroyed, but the consumers that destroyed them are no longer consumers. I think overall a society is necessary, because first of all it helps to stop you getting hurt, because if we've all got the same norms and values and the police and laws, then you're protected pretty much. And also having a society helps you with healthcare and the teaching of bringing up of children. I think that it's not sustainable to have no society, because then you haven't got a healthcare and a connection to all the other people, so it's harder for others to reach out and care for you. I watched a TV show recently on parenting, and one of the parents on it said they homeschooled casually their children because they felt that when they grew up their normal schooling was too pressured, and the average child doesn't need that much schooling. As such, they felt as a shopkeeper it didn't matter really how many O-levels they had achieved in their day-to-day life. But they said that it was probably necessary for people like doctors, but not everyone becomes a doctor. My first thought when I heard that was, how come are they so sure that their children aren't academic and don't want to become doctors and things like that? How come are they sure that their children are going to end up doing something where it doesn't matter how many qualifications they have? And to get into the job in the first place, it often requires that shared qualification knowledge to get to the job in the first place, even if you don't require it on a day-to-day basis. At which point also I imagine that she does use her qualifications regularly without realising it. Like, you're taught maths and you do maths from then, you're walking around a shop adding up things and you just know it, really. It's not something you consciously think, oh, I'm using maths now. It could be true that society doesn't work for everyone individualistically, but it is needed as a whole. As I say, for things like healthcare and things, it is necessary to have a society in place. Individualistically, if you change something yourself about your life, it doesn't change society as a whole. As I said in yesterday's video, if you decided to not have breakfast, lunch and dinner as that set up, it wouldn't change society as a whole. If you decided to sleep outside instead of in your house, then you could do that perfectly well and it wouldn't really change society. As long as everyone at some point in some format contributed to the society and had the same values, then it would still be sustained. Individual, you could considerably change what you do for a while, and as long as you return to the same society values, then everything's sort of okay and embraced within that. Like gap years seem to be quite a new thing, but they seem to be something that is quite well put out now and has been gotten used to. Rather, as long as you have the common set of society values in place, you're allowed to do other things.